Hello out there in podcast land. Welcome to Beer League. We're back in the Get Off My Lawn studios. We've been on the road for a while, haven't we, Greg?
Man. Yeah, it's nice to be back home with in-person guests instead of people over the internet and Bridgestone Arena.
Look,
Lord, there's a lot
we're
of
getting
work.
big time here. Big time. That's for sure.
Yeah,
and then down in Atlanta, we did some TikToks, and you were in Michigan, did some TikToks up there.
Yeah, it's good to be home, man.
Did you have a fun time up there?
Oh, my God. Michigan was great. I mean, it's not...
Well, people running around doing the Michigan to everybody, like, I'm throwing out garbage, bang.
They weren't that good, or they knew better. But, it's a cool place. It's not Minnesota, but it's a pretty good hockey place. Some of those rinks were pretty legit.
They were, huh?
One of them looked like a nightclub in Chelsea.
Really? I saw I had flashing lights and everything.
Yeah, it was wild, and you could see you just
night at the Roxbury
right next to the glass, and they're bringing drinks around you. There's a waitress. There's a pool table.
Really?
Made us feel kind of like Southern hockey. We're just we're happy if there's a beer inside the building, not in the parking lot, or some people sneak them in. I'm not pointing any fingers.
I wouldn't do something like that. That's who does that stuff. No,
somebody. But yeah, it was good. But it's good to be back. Too.
It is.
It's good to be back.
Yeah,
Christmas time and.
It is. I had my Christmas hat. I was going to wear a Christmas hat, but I'm like, nope, I'm going my Canadian hat. Because you know why? Because we're back to hockey themes here. Back to hockey themes. And we're going with hockey themes. So where's Canada? Canada's about hockey, right? And Canada is all about Molson Canadians.
Oh, God, you restocked, right? You re-upped.
I did. I went back. If you guys heard the old podcast, I did some smuggling, I guess if you want to say. I go down to Atlanta, and I clear out the liquor store, beer store, what's it called? Beer and wine spirits or something like that. And I cleared out, I had about six cases of Molson Canadian.
Yeah.
And I had to get some Labatt lights, too. So the blue lights, got to get 3 cases of those.
You got to write that off now.
I know. Right, and I did. And they did have Molson Ice. Molson Ice. So I got a case of Molson Ice, too, because we used to love Molson Ice back in the day. When we used to play, because I'm old, Allie. Go ahead. You can say it. I'm old.
Say it.
There was, when Molson Ice first came out, there was a team we played in a men's league called Molson Ice, and it was all ex-juniors and players, and they were phenomenal. But Molson Ice, I was like, we still like the beer, though.
Hey, you can't go back, man. Can't go back to 1982 like Uncle Rico.
Dude.
Right?
Dude, that hurts. Why would you hurt
me? Well, just keep trying to relive those glories.
I am. I shut it down. But anyway, we got a really, probably I'm going to say, the best looking guest we've ever had on the show, right? What do you think? Best looking guest? Sorry, Matt McAtee. She's got you beat, bud, okay? We did have a very good one guy. He can't run around my streets with his shirt off anymore. Chris Cleveland.
Chris Cleveland's a good-looking dude.
He is a very good-looking. Apparently, because all the wives run out and watch him run around my neighborhood because he doesn't have his shirt on all the time.
Loved.
Yeah, he was excellent though. A great basketball coach. Well, anyway, we got, like I said, we go back to our best-looking guest here, Allie LaCombe. Here we go. Let's give the claps. Hello,
thanks for
Allie.
having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. I know.
Super happy to be here.
I tell you what, Allie, you were probably also the most difficult guest to get on the show. No. Listen, you have so many hats in the ring, and to get you here, thank you. And it's absolutely just to get you here is amazing. And I'm pat myself on the back on that. And we got the Ducks jersey.
I like the Ducks jersey. No, when you asked me about it, I was super excited, especially in Nashville to see a new podcast coming. I'm like, oh, it's Seth, D, Greg, let's talk hockey. So I know it's been hard to get here, but happy to be here.
Well, thanks, Allie.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allie.
Yeah.
So this podcast is basically, what we talk about is beer league, and basically the beer league doesn't matter where you're at now or where you're going. But
we all end up in the same place.
There it is. Some there faster than others. Even the pros go to the beer league. So this is how we all started. And, Greg was pushing this whole thing, and let's get this going. And we did it.
It started as a joke, but here we are.
Yeah, it really did start as a joke. Driving to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Listening to Don Cherry. Love Don Cherry. Here's the Don Cherry.
Oh, gosh.
Here's the Donnie.
Still at it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's still going. I don't know how good
Technically,
he is,
yeah. But yeah, it was something that we talked about because Seth knows everybody, and I remember like he has like a Excel spreadsheet with all the goalies from age probably like 5. He's got some prospects in there, and he's like, which team am I going to play on? Well, I don't know about it. And he had a whiteboard, and I was like, man, you know everything about not only hockey but also baseball.
Yeah.
And probably a lot about dance. We'll get to that in a
that's
later
another
episode. But we just said, hey, let's get some coaches on here. And it's been a lot of fun because it's kind of like a chance to get to know the coaches.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we had other people coming on and went to Bridgestone and all that stuff. But I'm glad to get back to the coaches. That's what it's all about.
That's
here.
what it is. That's how it all starts. And, we met Allie at the lab. We talked about the lab a lot, and Allie was my son's first coach.
Oh, wow.
First coach, and I wish we still had the video. My wife actually said there was a video of Tommy's kid. Tommy. Well, anyway, some kid got mad and jumped on D, my son, and little Tommy's small, just jumps on the kid and starts punching him. And then my wife says the best thing ever was Allie just picked up little Tommy like this and just skated him up like his arms and legs are still going like this.
I think the first picture I have coaching was Tommy and Dee. They were maybe 5, barely 5 years old, or maybe 6, and tiny little skates. And the rink looked so big. Back then, it just felt bigger. They were tiny, the tiny rink, and they were a hoot growing watching them skate. Those two. Yeah.
Well, I want to say, Allie, I love you. I absolutely love you. What you've started from when I first met you,
Thank you.
and then what you did with the kids in the area was outstanding. And how I still have the message that you said, hey, does D want to play on the team?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's an afterthought, but sure, why not? I'm not driving all the way down to Centennial. I'm not driving down there. It's right in my backyard. It's 4 minutes. I could leave like 4 minutes. Boom, I'm there. Great. Go ahead, have fun. And I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. I made great friends there, too. I met Greg there, too. And I met, some of the WB. You know who you are, WB, over there. And became good friends over the day. And I can't say your name yet until you come on the show, WB.
Mm-hmm. Got to get them out here, too.
They will. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
But it was always great for you out there doing what you did with the kids and how the patience you had. And, it was outstanding. But let's stop that right now. Let's talk about Allie LaCombe. Allie LaCombe, where she started from in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, till now, Nashville, Tennessee. Allie, go at it. Here we go.
Okay, I'll backtrack a little bit. I actually grew up on a farm in northern Minnesota, about 30 minutes outside the city. And my brother was a goalie, so inherently, my whole family played, and my brother was a goalie. He's 2 years younger than I am, and growing up, he would always ask me in the basement, come shoot on me, come shoot on me, come shoot on me, in tiny little pads, and he was so quick. He was really good goalie. Anyways, I grew up playing street hockey with him, picked up a stick. I was probably, I could say late than most kids. I probably started skating on ice about 4 or 5, but I didn't play hockey.
So late in Minnesota.
No. Well, I didn't play organized hockey till 7 or 8 years old, so it was the first time I put gear on was probably an intro to hockey youth mite program at 8 up in St. Michael, Minnesota, and I still have the picture. My dad just found a big old white Jofa helmet, white cage.
Was it the square one?
It was kind of square. It looks atrocious.
It was like Matt Naslin.
Yeah,
Matt Naslin's helmet. I had that same one, too, as my goalie.
Yeah, I still say I had a half wooden stick, so not a full wooden stick, but we had, composite half and half. And actually picked hockey up really quick, just naturally, good skater, but it really came from being outside. My dad would just take us minus 10 degrees, pitch blackout, bring the car into the lake, turn the headlights on, and go skate. And that's really how I grew up learning the game of hockey. It wasn't so much like, I tell people, I didn't have a skating coach or a skills coach, or even, we had parent coaches up until 14U, 15U, 16U. At that point, it's pretty competitive. So I didn't grow up with, private lessons or any of these things. I grew up outside with my brother and his buddies beating crap out of me on the ice. So.
I want to stop you on that one, and that's where I grew up too. Yeah. Up in New York, the frozen ice, and to me, it was just so natural and so original, and how it all went down. like now I noticed, I mean, especially even up north too, I noticed that stopped a little bit more. Oh, what are we doing? You messed me up there. All right. So it's now more organized. The fun of the game and the originality back when we played on the ponds, just go.
Yeah.
No, nothing was structured. And
No
that's
structure. No.
And that's what it should be. People don't get that, I believe. I mean, what I see nowadays, everything is structure. When you're on the pond, it's peace.
Yeah.
It's the peace. It's the dead of winter, quiet. Everything is going on. And I do miss that because now in New York, it doesn't freeze as much anymore. And I mean, obviously, the land of 10,000 lakes is something that I always said I would love to grow up in.
Yeah.
Especially, at that era.
But it's just like I didn't know any different growing up. It's actually 11,834.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Oh, I didn't actually.
I got a geography lesson now.
Just looked it up the other day. Yeah, just being a Minnesota kid, you don't really know any different. And when I got to be pretty competitive, pretty good, I ended up playing boys AAA and boys hitting through bantams. So I played through my first year of hitting up north.
How did that go?
It was great. I mean, back then, I think I was the only girl. Some teams there were 2 girls, so there was girls hockey, but it wasn't as developed as it is today. So playing with the boys, it was really fast, really fun. I mean, gosh, there were some bad hits, but my teammates would literally jump the bench for me, like bench bro. Like if I got hit from behind, 10 kids would be on the ice fighting for me, and then like that was pretty cool. Got really competitive. I remember we went up to Winnipeg one year, and I mean I was smaller obviously, and I got really bad hit from behind, and it got to the point where I either would cut my hair or tuck my hair in my my jersey because my parents didn't want people to know I was a girl, because sometimes they would target you. Well,
that's what I was going to ask you. Did you feel targeted sometimes?
And
did you hear people chirping at you?
Inherently it's always going to be different. Like I'm a I will promote girls playing with boys up until it's like the right time to make the switch. For me, I played that first year of hitting. That was the right time to move. Yeah. I'm happy I did. Like it's not worth it for me to risk injury in my career just to go play and get hit up in Canada. And so we ended up moving to Eden Prairie for high school hockey, where my cousin Christina played. My brother played high school at Victoria High School, but down the road. So after that, we moved to the cities. That's when, hockey's really serious. High school hockey up north in Minnesota is its own breed. It's hard to
I've heard
explain.
that you can go to college without playing like in the juniors. Like the high school is so competitive up there that you can go all the way just playing high school.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
I think Blake Wheeler, right?
Blake did that. Yeah. It's funny. I tell a story my freshman year. So I didn't know anyone really going into EP. I'm like a farm kid moving to one of the wealthiest schools in Minnesota, big hockey school. And I was the only freshman to make the varsity team. We had some freshmen who would kind of go back and forth, but we had 12 seniors on my team that were D1 or D3 commits. So 12 D1 commits. When I tell you these girls could play and shoot, we had BC, Minnesota, North Dakota commits, Robert Morris. We had, girls that could just absolutely rip the puck and play at that level. So to walk in as a freshman, make that team, we won state that year, which was the biggest honor that you could have, I guess, in Minnesota high school hockey.
I wrote it down.
Did you write it down?
I wrote it down. I did.
Little accolade.
I'm not stalking. I wasn't stalking. Yeah. I'm just getting my facts straight. You did. You were all state, all conference, and and you won it all. We
did
as a freshman.
As a freshman, which was.
But now you had to. But you had to. You got to keep.
Yeah, you got 3 more years.
Yeah, the hill's really high. Then you got to keep going. So it didn't work out after that.
Well, we were good, and that's hard to fill those gaps, right? So, but we had a great, girls coming back up through the pipeline. Yeah. All my best friends still from high school hockey. We're still in touch. 15 years later. Yeah, teammates all over. But after state, we had some rebuilding years. Got close. And then that's when, for girls, the path is to go to college hockey right away. So, I ended up going to Syracuse University.
There you go, Syracuse. There you go, go Orange.
Yep. And I went alongside.
Did you have offers for other colleges too, or was it just I'm going to go to Syracuse? Yeah. And then why Syracuse over, North Dakota or any Penn State or something? I don't know what.
Yeah, a couple of reasons, I suppose. number one, I did have a couple offers. I was looking probably 5 or 6 schools very seriously. My cousin Christina also went to Syracuse, and it was a perfect fit for, right, our dads could road trip out to New York together, and they had the big blow-up tent for tailgates, and it was kind of like a fun package deal as a family.
That's awesome.
And being an 18-year-old kid, I love Minnesota, and I kind of wanted something different to get, let's go to the East Coast and go explore the world, basically, and try something new. So I ended up choosing Cuse for that reason, and yeah.
Did you notice the type of hockey played from an East Coast to a West Coast, or a different
systematically
style?
Yeah, a little bit. It was really different going to Europe, I will say. Like Minnesota, New York style, like it was pretty similar. It's just the pace was much faster than you're kind of like, pardon my French, but like a cocky kid from Minnesota, have all these accolades, 100 points in 2 years, and
you did. You got 100 goals, 73 assists. I'm not
100 goals.
100 goals in high school and 73 assists. I got to tell you, there's a lot of hat tricks, a lot of hats thrown on the ice. That's for sure.
There was a lot of fun hockey back then. Yeah, that was great.
Taking her back with this stats.
She's smiling from ear to ear right now.
They actually built. It was really cool. A year ago,
the director. You got a statue.
Yeah, well, the director, not a statue. No, yes. Not a statue. EP built like the Eden Prairie Hall of Fame for their high school, so they have all these NHL players and women's pro players and all the and really nice plaques that they put up in the rink, like hallway entrance. And actually, some kids from Nashville who went up to Minnesota went and saw it, and people took pictures.
That's
and
great.
I got to go see it last year when I was home for Christmas, and just brought back so many memories of growing up and playing there. And
you didn't realize probably at the time, but now you're like, my God, that was the best time of my life.
The best.
In the locker room and the friends. Yeah. You go back, I'm sure your holidays, you're gonna go back and you see some of your girls come back, and you're like, hey, let's go to the bar now. Let's hang out, just reminisce.
Now that they're all having babies and stuff, so it's like, do you want to go skate outside with your little baby?
And now they're teaching the kids how to skate.
And they say,
too.
Can you teach my kids how to skate? And
best teacher, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you in college, so you're Syracuse, so you picked Syracuse with your cousin. How did that go?
It was an adjustment.
Okay.
I will say at first it was an adjustment.
Was your cousin older than you? Or
she was a year older than me. Yeah, she was one grade.
So she helped you though. She
helped me transition. I think I have spoken this before, but I was physically out of shape. Like I didn't realize how out of shape I was until we had testing.
Okay.
Like freshman year. Like,
and they were like, "What are you doing? Get out of the Cheeto bag."
Can you run it? Like I was one of the best, strongest. I was really strong in the weight room, like really good in like cleans, bench, squat, and then the mile test, embarrassingly bad. Like couldn't run under a 10-minute mile my freshman year. Couldn't do a pull up. Yeah,
but you can fight somebody.
But I could play, so it was like.
So all of a sudden you're like,
that was a big.
You're like Kessel.
Yeah,
you're like Kessel. I don't care. I'll score goals.
Something like that. Something like that. I don't eat hot dogs, but
why not? Hot dogs are great. They're great nutrition.
They're good. 100% beef. There you go.
They're healthy for you.
Yeah.
Body by Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
Was it a faster game?
Yeah, much faster. Oh yeah. I mean, you're playing Division I hockey at the top level against girls, especially the veterans and other teams from Cornell and Colgate and Penn State and Mercyhurst. We played Minnesota. Yeah, we actually got to go home and play in Minnesota against the Gophers in a St. Cloud series my freshman year.
Oh wow!
Which was amazing. That everyone came to watch at home. And
was it physical too? Was it more physical, or was it more just finesse then and speed?
Back then, well, it's always been physical. I think it's been fun to see the women's game getting more physical. We're now basically in the PWHL. You can. I mean, it's contact, like full contact. Not open ice hits, but the board play is pretty similar. So it was the finesse. I think the speed of it, was an adjustment at first. Once I got used to it, got kind of in shape, and then I tore my shoulder, which was 9 months, labrum, full right labrum.
How'd that happen? In a hit?
I hit in the corner, and the girl pushed me to get up and snap my whole shoulder out. Luckily, my mom was in town, and every time, knock on wood, that I've gone injured, my mom has been in town.
Well, Mom, don't come to town anymore.
Don't come to town anytime soon. But she was there, and we went straight to the hospital, had surgery 3 days later, I it was like really close to my red shirt, so I didn't make the cutoff. So I didn't. Yeah, I kind of had to shut that season short. But after that, worked really hard on the off ice to, I say lose weight, but get into physical shape that is expected at that level.
Well, it's more shred. You get shredded, so you get more cut up, and then.
Because as a staff and as a coach, you know, I do understand it. Like, because you want to be able to be on the ice for 60 minutes. Like, hey, you're really good for the first 15 seconds, but we need you for the full shift.
Yeah.
Like, so it was a stamina issue on my end, and I worked really hard on that and came back, ran a 6:23 mile my sophomore year and 8 pull-ups. So.
Well, I know you do run because I know, you know,
barely.
I've seen
to
you.
the fridge.
All right.
I do have marathons.
I know, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I remember you training for them. I'm like, all right, I was doing half marathons.
You know, when you retire, I like to have something to train for.
Yeah.
So sometimes halves are my way to
half's the only
have
way
a
to
goal.
go.
Yeah.
Full's stupid. Sorry, everyone out there.
But I've done 2 halves. Is that equal?
You know, perfect.
I hope Tammy's not listening.
Tammy.
She likes
Your
it
wife's
full.
a beast.
She's in
unbelievable.
but it's taken its toll. And if I say something, she may stab me in my heart tonight as I sleep.
I think she's doing good. I think she's doing great.
Exactly. You're afraid of her. I'm afraid of her too. But she is running into some issues with her knee. She's got some torn meniscus and some no cartilage left in that knee, and she's doing the 50 half marathons in every state.
Wow.
So she's got like 6 more to go.
She's doing a half marathon in every state.
In every state.
Yeah, including
For
like
fun?
Canada, right? Nova Scotia.
Yep. We did Nova Scotia.
Maybe
Nova
you cut
Scotia.
the
We did
Canadian
Vancouver.
one.
We did
Cut
Vancouver.
the Canadians
That's
out.
unbelievable.
Yeah. So
That's
she's
so cool.
she's a beast. Like,
Wow.
Yeah. Hats off.
Props
to
to her. Yeah.
She's a beast.
Tell her I said hi. Hi, Tammy. Good job. You're awesome.
It's tough though when you're running that much. I mean, I just ran like a 5K. Yeah, 3 miles, 4 miles. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It'd take you
To
10
me.
minutes.
Yeah.
How about a
30?
little bit under 11?
Okay.
I mean,
There you go.
I can do under 10 if I'm going hard, right? But it's about 10 and a half.
Probably did it in 6, dude.
Yeah.
She did it in 6.
Well, after she did it in 10.
well,
right, so
you know
you
what?
build up to
Build
it.
up.
But it's important to stay motivated with something like that. And I think that running really is a good way to just measure yourself and keep yourself. I mean, it's good to go to the gym like you do.
Every day.
Yeah.
It looks like
we
it, right?
can tell, man.
You do, right? I'm looking. I'm telling you.
I don't think I'm not bullshitting you this time.
Well, really?
You have been
So
working out.
I don't
can
have
tell.
that chip, the waddle, right?
You've been
Waddle.
doing something.
That's why I have the beard, because when I go like this, it looks like that waddle. Unless I cover it up with the beard, it kind of looks terrible.
Or Ozempic or something.
It is Ozempic.
Okay, well,
it is
good.
Ozempic.
Oh, good.
There you go. I'm taking a shot. All right. I said it. I did it. I'm proud of it.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, we broke some news tonight.
Ozempic.
Hey.
Well, something like Ozempic. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the one that loses muscle. Like I need to lose muscle.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. Well, what was the difference between like freshman year and sophomore year? You said maybe you realized, whoa, I gotta do something a little bit different.
Yeah, just
How'd you progress, and did you play more, or as a freshman, do you just kind of watch a lot and third or fourth shift, or how'd it go?
I think number one, the adjustment of being a student athlete at a D1 school like that is a workload in itself that it's different than high school hockey. Like, you're a college student and a college athlete. So once I got acclimated to study times, the travel associated, 2 practices a day, sometimes 3, thank you. Everything, and plus I was a little homesick, I think. You know, you're so far away from home in a different state across in the East Coast, and plus a full workload of school. And once I got used to it, I was really excited to come back. I think getting 1 year underneath your feet, just then it becomes more natural, and you feel more at ease. Then your practices are better, your mindset's better, you're not as nervous. Like, you know your coaching staff, you know your teammates. There's no, like, you just kind of get used to it, I think, a little bit more, and my performance, improved after that.
I think you nailed it for being halfway across the country.
Yeah.
You're a farm girl.
Yeah.
I mean, Syracuse is not really a massive city, but Minnesota's bigger than Syracuse, let's be honest. So, but it is your way.
Yeah.
You did have your cousin with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still homesick. You're
Yeah.
still like, hey, I just want to go home, see mom and dad and my brother or whatever. I'm going to shoot pucks at them.
I had
you
a
know?
little sister too. She's 16 years younger than me. So,
Really?
Yeah, she was 3 when I left. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now she's 16.
Does she play hockey?
No, she's a really good volleyball player.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
yeah. It's
Did
just-
your dad play?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yep,
Okay. Did he play competitive or men's
He-
leagues or?
He played high school hockey, a little bit of college hockey. When he played high school hockey in Mora, Minnesota, they played outdoor. And he always tells the story of the wooden boards where fans could grab players and spit on you and throw popcorn on the ice. And they played outdoor high school hockey in Mora,
in
Minnesota.
high school, and they grabbed high school kids.
Over outside.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
So cold. Yeah,
That's the
great.
way it should be, though.
Yeah,
That's
those
hockey.
are the good old days.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We don't have that anymore, but
Yeah, no, everything is
Yeah.
structured. You know, you gotta have a nice locker room. You know, you gotta have the nice locker room to show up, because if you show up and they don't have a nice locker room, they don't want to play.
Well, I've been watching this Spittin' Chicklets series where they're going to all the different Big Ten schools. They got some nice locker rooms.
some They got
great
Oh
locker
my
rooms.
God, they got some nice recovery rooms. But North Dakota looks like the best to me.
it's my favorite rink I ever played in.
the
North
Ralph
Dakota, really?
and their training rooms are just insane. Like they've got an altitude room, which is like 3 times the size of this room, but it's got bikes and everything, and they've got a dial where they turn it up. Like, all right, you're now at 6,000 feet. You're
Really?
now at 8,000 feet, and it changes the atmospheric pressure.
I like
That's really
structure.
Insane.
I like
really
structure.
cool.
That's really sick. Well, I
I
know.
think I saw LSU. One of the football schools has a Arctic
does it
cold
I think-
chamber that looks like Minnesota, which is funny because I'm like, oh, those guys just go outside and have the same effect. Maybe the Gophers just walk out into snow.
Exactly.
I think one of the
Football
southern
snow.
football schools put in a.
I think it was LSU.
I think it was LSU, which
Yeah.
is looked really
Okay.
nice, like super cool.
We're not going to
Yeah.
talk about LSU football.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you're a little
sorry.
upset over there. Yeah, little corn doggers.
We were going to go to Oxford this weekend,
Yeah,
right?
we're
Are we
thinking-
going to Oxford?
I don't
or
know. It's
we're not going?
50-50
We
still.
may
We
go
don't
to
know.
the Grove
We
and
may go to the Grove.
do some live streaming there, see what
We'll
the
see.
people have to say
We'll see.
about the situation.
Oh,
Keep
they'll
you
be
posted
angry,
on
that's
that.
for sure.
But the college facilities, you know, they're getting ridiculous.
Well, we 2 years ago when I reached out, there was a kid from Centennial that was the captain of Ohio State. I forgot the kid's name. I reached out to him, and sure enough, when we went to an Ohio State versus Michigan State game,
Dylan Moulton.
no, you know, now you gotta get me thinking here. I gotta get the kid again. I'll find it. But he's from now he's on the Islanders.
Okay.
He's on the, but he was the captain. So I reached out to him. I go, I'm not going to be creepy enough in here, but our team is going to be playing up in Columbus. You mind? And we're going to go to the game. Would you mind if you say hi to the kids and autograph? He goes, even better. I'll take them down to the locker room.
That's
so we
sweet.
have the
Oh,
video of so in like because I guess after college games they'll have signatures. He goes, I'm not signing. It's not my turn this time.
Yeah.
He goes, but I'll still come up. And
Cool.
he took pictures of all the kids, and he took the kids. Come on, let's go downstairs. Like what? Can't go on the O. You know,
Don't step on the
don't
logo.
step on the O
Yeah.
logo. It was great. One of the kids on our team goes, "Can I get a stick?" He goes, "No, get out of here." He goes, "I'm just as poor as you." But yeah,
great.
it was insane.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. But like you said, these stadiums, you know, it's got to be only a matter of time before SEC starts getting D1 hockey. I really think it's going to happen, especially with this whole NIL deal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Money's flowing. It's got to happen. I don't know.
I mean, I think that there's appetite for anything SEC. People will just go and have a few beers and have a good time.
Yeah.
But, you know, they'll go up. We were talking to somebody about the Kentucky club team. Like, the club teams are getting really big. That's why I think that there might be potential. Whether we get TSU going down here, that'd be a great thing.
Yeah.
But I think that SEC college students or fans will just line up, wait outside. Now, they might – some of these students, like up in Michigan State and Minnesota, will wait outside in the cold for like 12 hours to get into the rink, right? I don't know if we like it that much. But I think we definitely have enough people that would go out there. And, you know, they probably would want to see some fights, right? Knowing the SEC people. They probably want to have a fight or two every now and then. But I definitely think that
There's no fighting in hockey anymore.
If you get the rinks, right? If you
Don't get me started. That might be another rant.
you got to get the rinks up there in these college towns.
Yeah.
But people would definitely do it. But what would you say was like the best part of the college hockey experience from your perspective? Starting off getting like a wake up call, like, whoa, this is a different game. It's faster. I gotta catch up. But then over the course of your upperclassmen years, like, what did you really enjoy and take away from it that was special?
I think the professionalism that you learn as a young adult from the trainers to the equipment staff to the arena management, our coaches, we had so much help around the team that does everything for you, essentially. You just have to show up and play. Like your laundry is washed and on a loop and it's back on your stall the next day. Like, those things that now that you play, it's like, oh, that's normal. But like, when you get there and you come out of it, you're like, this is really lucky to have. Like, that's the different level of professionalism, I think. And just it's so unique to be a part of a team like that you do everything together. You ride the bus trips, you play at these big rinks like North Dakota, you travel everywhere across the world, country playing with your teammates. I think it's just, I took away a lot of the professionalism and accountability that it takes to be a part of a team like that. And you have to perform, and you have to perform in school, and you have to perform in hockey. So you're wearing a dual hat that prepares you for a lot in life that I don't think I would have gone just being a student. Like, I learned a lot about life in general being a college athlete. So
it's almost like a work-life balance just in college, which most people in college are like, don't flunk out.
Yeah.
Right? Just make it to the next semester, but having to have 3 practices and workout sessions, it really kind of prepares you for...
It's a business right there.
It
Prepares
is.
everything.
It is a business.
So, I mean, your college career, again, I'm not stalking.
Oh, sorry.
27 goals, 21 assists, 34 points. Oh, 34 penalty minutes. You got to raise them up a little more, Allie. I was a little upset about that.
I don't remember.
Like, come on. I 34. I mean, come on. I'm a little upset about that.
That was more of a forechecker.
All right.
Shoot, forecheck, take a face off,
exactly.
get off, change.
Interference, you're in the box. All right.
I was really good at face-offs. Okay. Pretty much of a liability in the D zone. So they'd have me take
pass me the puck up here.
I would take the draw and then go play wing was my role. So I knew my role. I love the PK. I kind of fell into my groove later in my junior, senior year. Had a tough sophomore year, but after surgery and stuff. But I think Syracuse in general, just
that's awesome.
Great memories.
Do you ever go back?
I went back for alumni weekend 5 years ago.
Okay.
It's hard to get back there. It's always mid-season, and flights
suck.
Wicked expensive to Syracuse. Yeah. But I did get to go back and reminisce, and
that's cool.
Had a good time with my team.
Do you have like an alumni games too?
We had an alumni game, and we just went to a wedding this summer. My roommate got married.
Cool.
Just awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So after college, after that, you graduate. What are you going to do, Allie?
Exactly. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Back then, there's, for women's hockey players, pro hockey wasn't what it was today. I feel like I was kind of 2 years
too early.
Early for a lot of things, but it was either go work, get a job, get a GA position or internship, or go play hockey. So overseas, going to play in Europe and Asia is a really great option for girls and guys too. That I got to travel the world and learn a new language. Yeah,
it's almost like a gap year.
It's a gap year.
I'm finished. Just gonna go run. I'm gonna go run. Enjoy life
and play.
Yeah.
It was the best year.
And you ended up playing for the European or Vienna Sabres, huh?
Yes.
Vienna Sabres. Was that your first team you played on?
That was my first team. Yeah.
How long did you play with them for?
A full year, full season.
I didn't get stats on you on that one, so I couldn't hear you.
More than call.
140 goals, I'm gonna say. You were a beast out there.
Yeah.
And this other one, then after the next year, you went to Amity.
Yeah, Almaty.
Where the hell is that?
Kazakhstan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's okay.
Or if you're from Minnesota, Kazakhstan.
Because I look, I go,
Kazakhstan.
I'm not Googling. I'm just going to ask you.
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
Where is that?
Kazakhstan.
Yeah. All right.
What is it like in Kazakhstan?
That was a great, wild experience. That's the only way I can put it.
I remember at the lab, like they were saying you were leaving for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, where'd she go? Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
You mean like Borat?
Yeah, she was Borat. So nice.
So that's the first thing I said when I got there, and I didn't realize it was offensive. And even
You were talking about Borat?
I was trying to find something to relate. No, I didn't. I just said, "Oh, there's a movie I've heard of."
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
But I never actually seen the full. I don't know. I was trying to make friends.
Yeah.
It was not the right.
Didn't work, Allie. I'm going to tell you right now.
Then I taught myself Kazakh to
Really?
just say, "Hi, my name is Allie."
Okay.
But then I quickly found out they speak Russian,
Okay.
not the native.
Kazakh.
Well, it was split, and so even in Austria, like we didn't make a ton of money, so I taught myself German and I nannied around the city of Vienna to have extra income and get out and train around Vienna. And I would babysit and nanny and speak English and then go back to practice and then go play in Czech one day or Sweden the next day. And
Probably the best experience
it
of
was
your
really
life.
cool. Yeah,
Now, how did that compare to college D1?
completely different.
I was going to say, what's the difference here?
Just the hockey is much faster, and D1 hockey is really fast level consistently across the board. Not that European hockey wasn't. It just there's a difference in age too on the team. Like we had a 14-year-old and a 52-year-old. It's like on the same team.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's insane.
14-year-old. Can you get me beer?
yeah. But I still have lifelong friends from both teams and coaching, different coaching styles. I had a Finnish coach named Mika, and he was unbelievable. I'll never forget. I hope I can tell this story, but
Hey.
Mika, I'm gonna out you on this one. We were playing so bad. We had a game in Italy. It was in Bolzano. It was between second and third period. We were down by 2, and Zamboni's on, and he comes in the locker room. Take your skates off. Keep your gear on. Go run stairs. Put your shoes on. And in front of everyone, in full gear, we had to run stairs until the Zamboni came off, and he came back and said, "You will not lose this game." We did not lose.
All right.
We did not. And he was hard-nosed, but he was a great players coach, and my coach in Kaz was awesome too.
You can say
Yeah.
that on
I-
that's a
yeah,
great story.
I
That's
tell them all the
awesome.
time. Mika, and ever since then, every game after that, we went so hard. We would run through a brick wall for him because he held us accountable, like in a way I've never been. Oh gosh, we are really not good right now. I'm gonna embarrass you.
Wow.
Don't embarrass me like that. And yeah,
That's
that was
awesome.
a crazy story. And
I love to hear that. It's almost
Yeah.
like Herb Brooks. Again,
yeah, that's how it
I'll
felt. Yeah.
keep the light.
Yeah.
Give me the keys. I'll lock up.
And then in Kaz, I didn't speak fluent Russian, so I only learned a few words, but I knew when I was being yelled at because it was like
A little louder.
Zashiniki, like defense, like play defense.
You're like, nah, it's
Or
overrated.
Bruce, and I don't speak it, but we had a great translator, and she communicated basically. And the girls would say, "I'm like, am I doing good?" Or I know F1, F2, F3, and defense, and we would have beers after the coaches, and they were awesome. Like we're adults, so it was
Exactly.
the best 2 years I could imagine for
That's
playing.
really cool. So you were gone for what day, what month to what time?
Yeah, Vienna, I lived there full time for that season. Kaz was a different deal. I would fly over for 2 or 3 weeks at a time and play like a tour. So I'd play 4 or 5 games and then fly back. And then I was still coaching at the lab at that time. So I would go play, come back, and I did that, I believe, 4 or 5 times, including like the national championship for Kaz. And that was an awesome experience too. Or I would sometimes meet them in Austria or meet them in Italy or go to Kazakhstan.
Okay.
So it's just a different, because they knew my situation. I told them I'm coaching
Okay.
and I can't move full time, but I would love to play. So
That's
What is Kazakhstan like?
beautiful mountains, like a lot of mountains. I was there in the dead of winter, and we went snowshoeing and
Is
hiking.
it cold like Siberia cold?
It's not
is
like Siberia cold. It was pretty cold.
Minnesota cold?
No,
All right, see.
nothing's
Nothing's
It was
that cold.
minus 20 below when I landed last
Oh,
Christmas. Like temp. People say like not wind chill. It was like
And was the
minus 20.
ice pretty good with it being that cold?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just throw a hat on.
There you go, exactly. Don't throw a hat on.
Yeah,
there.
Kazakhstan was cool. It was different. people can drive on the right side of the car or the left side of the car.
That's so
it was
confusing.
I was
hate that.
always confused
And
all
you
the
were
time.
in the capital?
Yes.
What's
Astana Almaty.
Don't look at me. I don't even know what the hell it
I'm
was.
sorry. Astana, I believe Astana is the capital. I was in Almaty, which is a
Okay.
smaller city.
Okay.
But
So all right. During this time, so after college, you moved to Nashville right after. How did you become? How did you come in Nashville? We jumped a little bit. We jumped a little
Yeah.
bit after college.
yeah, we did gap.
All right, so let's get back to fill the gaps. Let's go.
Fill the gaps. I was playing in Vienna and met a group of people from Nashville who randomly my coach said there's a beer league playing. They speak English.
She said beer league.
There were beer. It was a group. There was a men's league game going on, and they speak English. Do you want to go play for fun? So because it'd be nice for you to speak English. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And ended up connecting with that group from Nashville and stayed in touch throughout the year. And then the summer, after the season ended,
I'm going to stop you a second.
Yeah.
So was this a beer league tour that did Austria,
It
Germany?
I'll take that back. It wasn't beer league. So
Okay,
they
all
were
right.
actually like a really cool group.
Okay.
It was Doctors Without or Hockey Without Borders.
Okay.
So it was a group that was giving back to hockey and traveling throughout Europe.
Oh, okay.
Bringing hockey to, I shouldn't say beer league. They were Hockey Without Borders, bringing hockey to countries who may not have access or resources to like good coaching or the game of hockey. So it was
That's
really
cool.
neat. So I think they were doing a tour stop in Vienna.
Okay.
And I just happened to be there at that same time.
Yeah, because we had up in New York, they had every year they would do a tour.
Yeah.
We would go to Germany, Austria,
Oh, cool.
Czech,
Yeah.
Prague,
Yeah.
and we would just go around.
And play.
And every year, and this guy Reggie would always throw it. He's like, "Hey, you want to go this year?" I'm like, "No, can't. I got no money this year." Come on, Seth, you're a goalie.
Yeah.
You'll pay. We'll pay for you. I'm like, "No, I still can't go."
Yeah.
But that's what I thought it was like that.
Yeah.
But it was something.
It was
actually
an organization.
better.
Yeah, it was a really cool cause. And so we just stayed in touch. And then summer came and I said, hey, do you want to come internship or coach down in Nashville? And I have family friends here through my aunt. She actually was a singer-songwriter here.
Get out of here!
And
Wow.
for like 20 years. So I'm like,
It's
heck
Dolly
yeah.
Parton.
No, it's not Dolly Parton. But my aunt started here, and we have roots in the South. And again, it's at that time frame of like, you just get done playing in Europe. What am I going to do next?
Yeah.
Have an opportunity. Let's go to a new city for 3 months. And
How did your parents feel all this? You're gone out of college.
I
now
know,
you
I
go-
left.
They're like, I got a daughter now that's about to
Yeah.
graduate next year, and I'm like, come on home.
I know.
She's like, peace, I'm out. She's
My parents are my best friends. Like
Yeah.
my dad and my mom are probably my two closest people in my life. We talk every day.
That's awesome.
And of course, me leaving at a young age is always hard, which just made the visits home even better. But they always pushed me to pursue like my dreams, like whatever it was,
should.
and always supported me through everything.
Awesome.
Hockey, school, playing, working, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I think I always wondered like would I end up back home in Minnesota, but I ended up coming to Nashville, and I've been here 10 years. So,
So you come to Nashville. How did you get the job at the lab? How did that work out? And did you jump right onto the other organizations here?
So I actually started. Keith Grims and I
Okay.
had a dryland only facility called Breakaway.
Yes, I actually bought some of the plastics
Did
from that.
you?
Yes, I
Nice.
did.
Yeah.
It's still up in my backyard. My kid don't use it.
Yeah, it's the tile. We have some tiles too,
Okay.
which was a really cool first intro in Nashville. It was a great facility. I think it was a tough location for us.
What's Murfreesboro?
It was off Murfreesboro Pike,
Okay.
off 24. And that was my first job in Nashville. But then I got connected with Callie Singletary.
Okay.
And the Nashville girls hockey program was my first team that I coached, and that was in 2016.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Callie and I, 10 years later, are now still coaching together. Yeah. We call it the Callie and Allie show.
There you
but
go. Well,
yeah, that was.
It rhymes.
Yeah. And then, so actually we started at NGH. We call it NGH National Girls Hockey. Before Junior Prep Girls existed, we were at Centennial under the NYHL. So
Okay.
we had a girl on our team, a couple girls' parents actually owned the lab. And that's when they bought the lab,
Didn't they move to Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay, I remember
Yeah.
them. Okay,
yeah. So great families, and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, do you want to come be a skills coach?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome." And I got my intro to the lab that way.
I still remember walking in the first day in that, and there was another Murphy. Murphy was the
Tom. Yeah.
Murphy was the other
Yeah,
coach
it's
in
great,
there.
yeah.
And I remember walking in there, and like my kid, he's like, I'm like, oh, this looks really cool looking
Yeah.
here, And
Yeah.
you had that little office in the,
The
side
office,
here.
and that's where I learned to drive the Zamboni. I'd
So blaming you, the board's all broken.
I'm no longer allowed to drive the Zamboni.
Yeah, well, you broke everything. No, I'm kidding.
I'm a female driver. I'm not allowed on the Zam anymore.
But I got to tell you, that place was awesome.
Yeah.
The lab to me was great. I met great friends here.
Yeah.
From the lab, I met great friends here too. I mean, it all started from the lab.
It did.
I mean, if you're out there, the lab was a smaller ice sheet, and it was perfect for really young kids to
For
learn.
skills, too. I mean, for the mites and the termites, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about the right size. It's kind of perfect. But also just for clinics and stuff.
Yeah. Ice time. It's
Yeah.
almost like that was like the ponds a little bit.
It
like
was,
a small
it
little pond.
was,
Go ahead,
yeah.
learn how to dangle in small
play,
space.
Just play 3-on-3 in a small space. Like in Eden Prairie, we trained at Velocity Hockey Center, which was a 3-on-3 size rink with a gym and turf and all the weights and skating treadmill. So everything that the lab was is what I had growing up, and that's what made the lab so special to me, was that the kids can go play 3-on-3 or work on their skills or be in small area, and I think it pays off tremendously. That's why, even now we always do small area games just to promote quick touches and
Correct.
passing and moving, and yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I always loved that place. It was great not because it's 4 minutes from my house, but it was great because the kids were out there and you had fun, and it was perfect ice
Yeah.
when the kid wants to learn how to play instead of going, wow, it's big ice out there. No,
Yeah.
you're shrinking it. Here you go.
Yeah.
So, and again, thank you so much for that phone call. Hey, you want to come down? I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'm not going anywhere. And ever since that, I'm blaming you for all this crap that we're doing because I am just feeding the damn monster so much now. Okay, more? Sure, lessons. More? Sure. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
when did you know that you wanted to coach and spend your time doing that? Like, what
And
clicked?
why coaching too? Why?
Yeah, I think when I first moved here, it was when I coached with Callie. And she'll tell you this, I had no idea what I was doing. I just got done playing. Once I got on the ice with the girls and at the lab, I really loved it. I really loved teaching, and I kind of found a knack for it that I thought I was kind of good at it, but I was still new. I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. I was just kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? Repeating like what I know and passing it down.
But that's the best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Like, this is what I was taught. This is what I'm going to teach you. And I think my coaching has evolved a lot since then, thanks to a lot of great mentors I have around me. But yeah, I got into it, and I love the game. I love the kids. I love watching them grow up and come back and say, "You're my coach." Do you remember? I'm like,
well,
yeah.
that's going to
doing all
kick into
these
another
things.
couple
Yeah.
questions I have. One question is, who was your mentor as a coach? Like, what coach you go, yeah, I'm going to be like him or her? And what was your best experience coaching? And something just happened. Like, my buddy, my coach is up in New York, and his wasn't a on ice thing. It was an off ice thing. That one of the kids in the family, one of the kids on his team's mom had cancer. And the kids, I think they were 12 years old, and they all got together and they taped the sticks pink, and they said, for mom, the kid said it for mom, and everyone else said for Sue. That was his best experience because it didn't care about hockey, but it cared more about the kids starting to care and being adults and going. That was his proudest moment. What is your proudest moment? It could be on ice, off ice, whatever. And who was your mentor? In hockey,
I think I have two that I would say. My biggest mentor is Coach Martin Erat. He has been instrumental in my coaching and learning development process. I learn every single day from him just, how to identify a player's needs and how to build a practice and the right tempo of things, and he's just very, very smart and very intelligent with the way, and very diligent the way he does things. And I've learned so much in the last 5 years from him that I'm just really grateful for. I don't think I'd be where I'm at today without learning from him. And alongside Callie Singletary, Callie is one of my best friends, lifelong best friends, but also mentorship on everything from culture to the mental aspect of the game to systems and power plays. And she just goes above and beyond, like admin wise for her players with sheets, and she's so good on the computer and like wizard. And we just both people that like I get along with so well that I'm really blessed to learn from them. And thinking to my best coaching moment, there's a few.
You can make us cry, because my buddy made us cry, and there was some tearful moments. So I'm okay. I'm open.
Yeah.
You could do it.
There's always a few that come to mind. I think without naming names specifically, I've had kids come through the program who maybe have challenges or special needs in that sense, and that may have gotten looked over before, not made a team, and to have a kid like that mid-season, like score a goal, top shelf, come down the glass selling, and everyone standing up and cheering, including like the whole bench is going wild for this one kid, is something that you can never take back. Like it's
actually chilling too when you talk about it, because I can relate and see that. I know the scenarios and everything, and you're like, yes, this is it. This is what makes me coach. This is the best feeling. Yeah. And go, you know what? I'd rather see that than me score a goal.
Yeah,
you know? 100%. And that's why you're like, this is it. This is who I am. I'm meant to be a coach because of a state like that.
And I just still get chills thinking about it. And we had a player whose mom had breast cancer, and I remember the kids walked out with ribbons on their helmets right before the game, and I'm crying. The kids are crying. Everyone's crying, and you win a game like that, and it's not about hockey. Like,
nope.
And we're all people. At the end of the day, these are kids. It's a game that we all love, and we're just so blessed to be able to play it. And I think people lose sight of that a lot of times. Like, of course, we're all competitive, and we all want to win, and it's fast, and it's a hard sport. And at the end of the day, like, the kids come first, and people are people. So approaching it with a little bit of grace, and just knowing that you never know what someone's going through at home either. And
you get them for 2 hours tops a day,
in
every 3 days, 2 days, or whatever. You don't know what goes on every day. And I can relate to as a baseball coach, and I always said to kids and parents, I'm like, hey, listen, you can read that book too. I'm going to tell you, ever get a chance, read this book, the Matheny Manifesto. It's something that I always used to tell my kids, my coaches, and my parents. Read the book, because it tells a lot. It's not the sport of, oh, he's going to be pro, he's going to do this. No, it's about life.
Life, yeah.
And you nailed it. You really did nail it. Like, I'm actually just, scenarios, and I'm starting to tear up a little bit too. Yeah. So sorry. Click the camera.
Well, one thing I'm interested in with all the coaches we have is you have your playing career, and you go hard, and you do everything you can, and you give it everything you can, and at some point, you realize, all right, maybe this is reaching its end, and then you start to coach. And then you discover a whole new passion for hockey or whatever sport. And so what are the differences from going through it as a competitor and a player to once you transition to a coach? Like, what was your journey there, and how did you realize that, like, wow, this is a whole new level of the thing I love?
Mm-hmm. You never lose that innate nature of wanting to win, of wanting to be wanting it for your team. Like, that's a hard part about being a coach, is you can't do it for them. But that same passion that I felt before games as a player, like, I had a routine, like, put a little OCD, like, put one shin pad on and then tie the other one, and then I had a routine, and then I found myself getting into, like, coaching routines too, just to bring back that passion and that fire that you feel as a player into your coach. But I have gained so much more respect for the game of hockey itself, being from understanding how a rink is built and developed, how a full program works top to bottom, what the parents and referees and coaches and hockey directors all across every rink you go into, people are pouring their entire lives into this.
There's a lot of stories that go into just what you think I'm getting on the ice.
A lot of sacrifice.
Sacrifice and blood, sweat, and tears poured, and it's for, the love of the game.
Yeah.
And that, that brings me chills, is that we all do this because we love the game of hockey so much. And my favorite thing about the sport is, like, at the end of the day, like, everyone gets off the ice, you look at the sheet of ice, not one sheet of ice will ever look the same ever again. Just so many different, and there can be so much.
That's a great
done
analogy.
with it.
That's really cool.
It's like every game is different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you remember what Gretzky used to do when he was a kid? You ever hear about that story? He used to watch a game and have a piece of paper, and he had the rink, and he would take a pen and he would watch the game, and he would just write where the puck would go the whole time, like this. And at the end of the game, he would just show you where the puck was all the time. So that's why also he remembered.
Interesting.
It is really,
that's really
it's
interesting.
really cool, because then he'd go, okay, the puck's mostly here, so I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
And he would just follow. He would just go wherever the puck goes. He would just write it.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
Patterns.
Yeah, it was, and like you just nailed it. He goes, not everybody's skating the same everywhere. It's everyone is different. Okay, so that's like mind-blowing almost. Really, it's like,
Yeah.
what's some of your biggest challenges as a coach? That's, listen, everything's great when it's, sunshine and roses, but when things don't work out right or something goes on and you're like, oh boy, all right, what's my challenge here? It might be a tough question.
Yeah. It depends on the season. It depends on what your goal is in that year. Is it a national bound team that you're trying to get to nationals? Do you have kids that you're trying to push to college hockey? Is it a 9U team that is struggling with skating and passing and crossovers? Is it the time of year? I think there's so many challenges in general in the sport. I think biggest challenge, it's for me, and this is probably a bad one to admit, but it's taking a little bit of a break from the rink and like having time off.
My personal thing is my challenge is as parents. As parents, and I'll say it right now, I have parents and kids that are not motivated, that don't want to be there. If kids don't want to be there and the parents are making them there, then what the hell am I doing? Why am I beating my head against the wall? I try to have a kid, hey, listen, we're gonna do this swing. All right, we're gonna work with you. You're not listening to what I'm saying here, man. Do you want to even be here? Do you want to be here? If you don't want to be here, don't waste my time as a coach, because like you nailed it, your passion. You put as a coach, and if you're going to do something, don't do it half-ass. Seriously, as a coach.
No, I've got a whiteboard in my office that I put little messages. Sometimes they're inspirational. Sometimes they're a little more direct. And the one that's up there today, it says, don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass
it.
It's frustrating because you can see it as a coach. This kid doesn't want to be here. And then sometimes as a coach, I go, I'm not going to coach this kid. Why am I coaching? Because he's not going to care. The parents are going to freak out on the kid. What am I doing? And it sucks.
It's really hard when the parent wants it more than the kid does, or they're maybe trying to live vicariously through their children. And
but those are also the ones when you get them to buy in and you push that button, that it's the most rewarding.
For sure.
Right? Once you get through to them and they start to see things different, right? And not all of it. It doesn't happen to all of them. It doesn't happen to all of them.
It does.
But when it does, it's good, and it's not necessarily coaching at AAA level or something. We need coaches at rec.
Yeah.
We need coaches at all level, and not all professionals. Some people are helping out. Some of them, like your buddy was saying, with the cleats and the jeans on. Like,
yeah,
God bless them,
yeah,
right? But we need people that just step into that role, whether they really know what they're doing or not. And it's a journey for the coach, just like it is for the player.
Yeah.
And it's almost a different level for the coach if their heart's in the right place. Yeah. And so when you have those players that maybe are sometimes paying attention, maybe sometimes they're not, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
If you get through to them, it means a little bit better than your star, right? Your star's always there, and it's a little bit easier, different relationship, but that I think is important.
Yeah, well, I know definitely when your star player can turn around on you too, because if you're giving so much attention to the kid that needs the help, the star player goes, well, what about me?
There's a fine balance of,
it is.
making sure the top, and I've been so blessed to have such great parents. I don't have that issue. In the past, things always arise, and it's hockey season, things come up, but I think the culture that you build within your team has to be a buy-in from everyone, right? And it from player to parent to coach, it's a mutual respect that I try to build and instill in my players from day one. That, in the spring and summer, like in the summer, I should say, like the buy-in is that we're going to work out, we're going to train because we're all believing this common goal, right? And if your goal is here and it's for yourself and it's selfish and it's me, that's not going to fit what we're trying to do here as a collective unit with this goal.
I think
it's a team sport. So challenges sometimes like reining those things in and making sure if, someone is drifting or something's happening here, just bringing it back. I think what is the goal? What is our, motto that we live by, and like let's get back to that and build on that. And I think I've been lucky with a great group of parents the last 5 years that
always helps.
Really helpful. It makes my life so much easier. Like parents that that are just like family to me almost, that make my job easier as a coach, and I just have nothing but good things to say about them. And there have been some in the past that maybe we don't see eye to eye on things, and so be it. That's life.
Okay.
You move on, you move forward. And
healthy conflicts.
Healthy conflicts, and I like
what you said too. It's also you need to get your time away from the rink too,
Yeah.
or even away from the baseball field, because you have to recharge your batteries too. You need that. You have to, because if you go, you're going to be burnt out too.
Yeah.
Coaches get burnt out just as much as players get burnt out. I know me. My wife's like, "What are you doing now? You're doing another practice plan?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing a practice plan." I got these kids for 2 hours. I have to make sure that these 2 hours there's no downtime, and I am okay. 4 o'clock, we're doing this. 4 o'clock to 4:05, we're doing this. 4:06, we're doing this. And they're like, "Whoa, dude, that's you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
I think I heard in a previous episode that you guys talked about the app that we use for drills,
Yes.
and that is game changer for me. And
they still won't use it over there.
my students, but
Well, what is the name of it? Because you couldn't remember the name
it's
of
Hockey Coach Vision.
Yeah,
So
Hockey Coach Vision. I said that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable,
No,
and
it
it's
is
like
great.
animated. So the expectation is kids can watch it before practice, so that I'm not wasting time on the board. And of course, if a kid has a question, just come and ask, or I explain on the ice a bit. But it really, ice time is so valuable, and it's so expensive, and the sport's expensive, and we don't want to waste a minute
Correct.
of ice time. So I think that tool has really also helped my coaching in terms of building drills and plans.
Because you set it up, you go, and then you used to send out the email to everybody.
Yeah.
You go watch it, and then you're like, "You're not watching it, dude." She's no,
Well, I
you
know.
better watch.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, if you don't watch the drill, I know. Don't go
You
first.
just throw them out. Throw them out. Get out. You didn't pay attention. Sorry. Go skate around in circles in the corner. But you nailed it too before about family. And I'm going to reiterate a story that was very emotional for me, and I think we both talked about this. And when we changed organizations, and again, I'm still going to get a little teary eyed on this one too. It's family, because I knew Allie since we first started this thing, and I knew my kid was not at that level to what you guys were doing. And also, too, it also gave him a little bit more freedom to do other sports, too. And that was a big thing. And again, you guys are outstanding, to each his own, what everyone does. And you guys, I've always said this, that you're the great skills coaches and everything. But he couldn't do other stuff, other baseball. And that was a big thing, too. He couldn't play baseball all the time. He could, but it would be a lot off, and again, it was one of the most emotional times that when you said to me, like, we went outside, he sat on that bench and went, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "Sugar."
I remember that.
Yeah, it sucked.
It's okay,
It
though,
really sucked, and it worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
He's having fun, and again, the love of the game, he still has it, and he's made some good friends too, and he still has the great friends that he has in the past.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. So I still talk to a lot of the people still from the organization. It's up to us to continue those friendships.
For sure.
And
it never goes away. Like, it's a small community here, and I mean, I love you guys and love Dee, and just the experience we had, coaching together. Like, those are memories that I'll never forget, especially the lab days. And, I think I'm a huge proponent of multi-sport athletes. I was a multi-sport athlete. I played every sport, including hockey. And at a certain point, I think you have to pick. You want kids to play multiple sports, and it gets to be when you're a little bit older that, all right, especially for the parents, we're going to put so much money and time into this. Which one do you want to play? And, I want, whether it's baseball or hockey, lacrosse, football, soccer is huge, amazing. Like, I love when the kids, go play soccer in the spring, go play flag football, play baseball. Football is hard because sometimes it crosses over with hockey season, or basketball is a winter sport. But, be a kid, go play outside, take time away from the rink. Everyone needs to take time off.
That's huge.
And then come back to it.
I just put something out there on one of these spring, summer teams out there. We're looking for single A, double A, triple A players for spring, summer. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people, man? Stop with the money grab.
Yeah.
You go out there, you're in a money grab, and you just want the money grab. And listen, kids that play hockey all year round, again, I'm not saying it's good, bad, or the ugly. This is just my perspective in it. And again, we already know what that means, I think it's easier to burn out when you play all year round, and it's easier to get hurt all year round. I don't know. That's just me. I'm against at certain ages, but when you get to when you hit puberty and you're really, this is what I want to do, then I'm okay with that. Then guess what? You're going to play 24/7, 12 months a year.
Yeah. I think no matter what level, even the pros need time off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, hockey is the only sport where you never run backwards, like your hips. Like, hockey is a very unnatural human motion, especially goaltending, or the lateral movement of an ice skater is definitely. That's why playing other sports is so important, because you're gaining different skills, like muscle,
yes.
like hand-eye coordination. The way you run in soccer. I love lacrosse. I actually had college offers to play lacrosse.
Did you really play lacrosse?
Yeah, and picked it up in high school to play with my friends. Ended up making varsity. Never played before. I was a really fast runner. I couldn't cradle. I cried every day for a year because I didn't know how to play the sport. Picked it up after a year and got a couple college offers.
Get out of here.
But lacrosse helped me with heads up, seeing passing lanes, like basketball, soccer. There's so many similarities in other sports. You have to, and I think tennis, people hate pickleball. I love pickleball.
We love pickleball
so
here. Come on,
I think it's
pickleball.
great.
We're going to take Sean Henry up on his offer.
I got a pickleball court in my backyard.
Yeah.
And Sean Henry's going to come on my house.
I think we need to have a beer league tournament. Actually,
I think we should. Let's do it.
See who the best pickleballer is of all.
I just got to hold my beer, though.
I want you to set your beer down and get a little bit serious about it. But I want to transition a little bit now to girls hockey. We talked about your journey, but girls hockey is just kind of exploding. Right?
Yes.
I mean, we've seen a lot of growth in Nashville's hockey scene in general, and we're getting to the point where maybe you don't have to leave Nashville to go all the way, and that's great. But with girls hockey, it's also one of the fastest growing sports, right? I did a little research here, and if you go back to 1990, there were only 6,300 girls or women registered and playing hockey. And if you fast forward to 2013, it went up to 65,000. Right? But if you come up to last year, there's up to 98,000 registered with USA Hockey. It's huge. Over the last 15 years, has been a 65% increase. And 17% of all USA Hockey players are female. So we've seen just a huge period of growth, and it keeps going, and particularly in the non-traditional markets, which is kind of what you're finding out here. It's a lot of opportunity, right? If you look at Minnesota, I think they had the most, 16,000 girl hockey players, right? Massachusetts, 11,000. But in places like Florida, it's up to almost 2,000 players. Wow. California, 4,000 players. So it's really growing in Texas, Nashville, Florida, and that's exciting. But what has your experience been with coming from the state of hockey, going to Kazakhstan, going to Vienna, just a global journey, and then coming to these new sort of Sunbelt markets.
Yeah.
Like, what have you seen with the changing landscape of girls hockey?
It is night and day. So when I moved here a decade ago, we had 10 girls playing, maybe 11 on our team. 2 couldn't skate backwards. I met Callie. I was like, what are we doing here? This is, where are all the girls? Like, I joined a beer league here in Nashville, and people like I was a unicorn. Like, girls play hockey? I'm like, yes. Like, girls play a lot
and
of
she's
hockey.
really, really good.
They're like, wow, you can skate really well. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, I played. And I think moving here, I take a lot of pride and, like, humble with it that, you know, I have girls come say to me, like, we saw you and realized, like, we can do that too. And, like, that's where I get emotional is, like, the girls that I've coached in Nashville. I always say, like, if you can see it, you can be it. Mm-hmm. And to kind of be that role model for girls in here in Nashville is, like, now we have an 85% college placement rate for girls to go to play college hockey.
Wow.
So we have
85%. That's
Ooh.
huge. You hear that out there, everybody?
Yeah.
That means
Nashville's,
get on the skates, girls.
Yeah. We've had our 2, it was really, really neat. We have 2 girls that play Division I currently that have played with us all the way through.
Really?
One's at Assumption, one's at Stonehill. Heather, Jakey, and Sydney Russell.
Wow.
Callie and I have coached them since they were 12. Now they're D1. One's a captain. One's a junior. And they just came and played at Bellevue. And
That is your best moment.
The best moment.
I'm going to tell you that's your best moment right
walk
there.
into the rink and seeing her wearing the C,
Absolutely.
playing here at D1. Absolutely my best moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm stopping you on the other one.
Yeah.
That's nice, the other one too. But
Yeah.
what you just did, it shows you because you are the one.
Yeah.
You are the one that girls.
Well, it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
But
it's still that little girl instead of, you know, oh, I love Barbie. I'm going to
Yeah.
watch. Well, wait, there's my Barbie on the ice.
yeah.
Oh my God, I can do that. And Allie, you did it. You showed these girls what you can and can't do. So you don't sell yourself short on this. You have done that, and that you're a jet setter. You really are, and you should be extremely proud of yourself of doing that because 85%.
Yeah.
My God.
And a lot of that is Callie and Delaney Collins and the people
Yeah.
we've had around us that have been, it takes, like I said, it takes a village. It takes the parents and the managers and all of us building and you know, the girls being junior preds, like having good visibility, and they've won 2 national championships, runners up. I mean, the last 5 years, it's really exploded. And now, like, it's really fun because and people know I generally coach 10U, 8U, 12U. I really love, for some reason, that age group. I think it's the most fun. They're so malleable.
Impressionable.
And then once they learn the right way, they kind of carry that through their careers. I just love that age group. And now...
Well, you're molding the clay, right? You get to instill the good habits or at least the passion with it that'll maybe lead to the good habits. Yeah. You don't have, you know,
the bad habits.
Puberty.
That's just the talk back.
Yeah, the 10 and another cool moment this summer, I trained some PWHL women's pro players and some USA Olympians, and being on the ice in Nashville and I got to invite, you know, girls onto the ice with them, like, and come watch at the rink, come watch how the best players in the world, like, these are Team USA Olympians on our ice in Nolensville.
Wow.
Come watch them practice. And the girls are, you know, oh my gosh. And even me, I'm like, gosh, they're so good. They're so good. And the game is so fast nowadays. And
the skill,
the
so
finesse,
insane.
the shot, like, they're just unbelievable athletes and people. And I think all of our goals and missions as, you know, women ambassadors of the game is just to promote it, to showcase it, to talk about it, to let girls see it, like I said. And everything kind of came full circle a couple of weeks ago in Bellevue when, you know, it's a D1 game, your kid's out there. You have every age group coming to watch her from 8U to 19U cheer and sit on. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's, I can't wait for that, you know, the next couple of years. And we have a lot of good girls coming up.
You see the next group.
And it just keeps every year.
Well, I think also
going.
too, the Olympics helped out a lot too.
Big time.
And I love watching the girls hockey. I think to me, I'd rather watch a USA Canada game more than anything else.
Yeah.
To me, that's what I enjoy more than everything, is watching that. But and it's also funny because not funny, but one of my best friends in New York, Robbie. Robbie, you're out there, bud. He has season tickets for the women's hockey league in Madison Square Garden. So his daughter
awesome.
is a big hockey player. Well, loves hockey. I don't think she plays, but the brothers play. But she goes to every game. They go to every game in Madison Square Garden, and they love it.
It's awesome.
Well, I know you did play for the Whale.
Yeah, the Connecticut.
The Connecticut Whale. There you go.
That was
Listen,
awesome.
I go to Connecticut a lot. I'm up
Yeah.
there. And I played in the old arena with Brass Bonanza would go on when
Oh,
they
yeah.
scored on me. I hated that damn
Yeah.
song. So, but talk to me about that experience, huh?
That was great. I had an unbelievable coach, Colton Orr. He played
Colton Orr,
Yeah,
Rangers, baby.
I
Woohoo!
knew you were
Going
gonna say
28,
that.
baby.
Yeah, I played for Colton for that. It was a short, late ad. I was because I was still
You were
here
coaching,
in Nashville
yeah,
and
yeah.
coaching, and so playing, was kind of not really on my mind. But I got the invite to go play for the Whale. So much fun. Yeah, it was great. We played in Minnesota. At the Tria Center, where the Wild practice, so it's pretty, maybe 3,000 seat arena, and probably the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. And just the game was fast, it was fun, went to playoffs, and I decided not to play after that, just kind of hang it up. And
I remember I asked you, I'm like,
Yeah,
you going back?
you're going
You're
back?
like, no, I'm
No.
going to coach. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. But that's got to it's got to feel a little different too, because that was it then. You go,
Yeah,
I'm
the
done.
last game.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And
you
it kinda,
get the itch sometimes.
of course you do.
But now I'm in my 30s and my back hurts if I sneeze the wrong way. It's like,
I don't want to hear
know.
it. She said I'm in her 30s. I don't want to hear
to
it.
play at that level takes
Yeah, well, that is true.
insane amount
Wait a
of
minute.
time.
I
and
just saw
dedication.
Philip Rivers get out there.
Yeah.
At 44.
And grandfather too,
Yeah,
no less.
true.
Yeah, well,
You know
mixed
what, Allie?
results.
You got it.
I
Let's
still
do
got it. Making the comeback.
Well, also too, and I noticed when you were with the coaching, and I was thinking also too, when you go ahead and coach some of these players, and then I know you had some experiences too. You recently, I guess 2 years ago, you did a coaching thing with the Vancouver Canucks, and then last year you did it with the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
How did that go? First of all, how did that happen? How did it go? And how did the reception of some of these players with you? So. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it was unbelievable. My first pro player that I really worked with was actually Bobby Ryan at the lab. And he reached out to me. I guess he lived in Nashville. Someone gave him my contact, like as a skating coach or a skill coach. He called me. If he listens to this, he'll laugh. But I loved
Hope
him
he does.
as a player.
Hope he listens
I
to
was
it.
number 9. Like, I loved Bobby Ryan. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm number 9
Jersey
always.
boy.
Jersey, yeah.
Jersey boy.
And just a great player. I used to watch his highlight reels, and he called me and like, "Hey, this is Bobby." I'm like, "Very funny." And they like, "No, it's Bobby. Like, I want to work with you on the ice." I was like, "Okay, awesome. Come to the lab. It's really small, but we'll get you training." And that was my first introduction, I think, into professional hockey. Being put in contact with the Vancouver Canucks was a connection through Nashville. We have a parent who is a part of that organization, and
Still love to get him on the show.
yeah, that would be awesome.
I
He's
know.
great.
You know who you are.
Yeah, awesome guy. And after a couple of years of coaching his kid and both his kids actually, and probably 3 to 4 years after coaching his kids, that opportunity came about with the Canucks, and he invited me out to development camp, and got to go to Vancouver for the week and be on the ice. So in Van, I had about 15, 20-ish minutes of solo teaching with all the players, 10 coaches on the ice, media open to the fans. I was mic'd up. It was my first introduction
Wow.
to
No pressure,
NHL.
right?
No pressure. Yeah, I
whatsoever.
was pretty nervous. But once I stepped on the ice, it was unbelievable. You forget all the outside noise.
You didn't
and
sleep at all the night before, didn't you?
I was pretty nervous for that one. And that was my first one. First introduction to, the NHL. And
Yeah.
got on the ice and immediately just do your thing. You can, and it was like pregame jitters as a player that you get, and I think those are good to have. Like,
course.
you need to be amped up and
Be on,
means
be on
you
your
care,
toes.
right?
yeah,
be on your toes.
drink a couple coffees and
Yeah.
get a buzz out there and get it done. And yeah, it was great. I had an unbelievable time and got a lot of compliments from the staff. And I just remember, Rick Tocchet being up there and being like, wow, were you that girl out there? I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Rick
and
Tocchet.
You gotta love
good
Rick
compliment.
Tocchet.
Yeah,
Rick Tocchet.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's no Rick
Great guy.
Tocchet's out there anymore. Damn it. I'm sorry.
It was awesome.
I'm getting onto my lawn here. I don't know. Sorry.
That was just a very, very cool experience, and just to learn from the staff there and learn from the other skill coaches and team coaches and how it operates. And
So that's interesting to me. Like, skill coach, how do you really define the difference? Like, people throw it around. Do you go from being a skill coach to a team coach, or do you think I'm a skill coach and that's what I do? How does that work, and what's the difference really between the types of coaches?
well, at the pro level, there definitely is a player development staff that is specifically focused on player development or skills and skating and technical work, and every individual is different. So obviously you have your team, but within your team, you need to sharpen your skills and maintain that always. So I think the difference is whether you're an assistant coach or a head coach, you're really analyzing the system, the team, the flow, the face-offs, the plays. And then on the skill side, it's assessing the individual player or your forward and D groups or your goaltending, and then working on those things in conjunction with what the team needs.
That's why in NHL now, these kids are so good.
So
They're
good.
so skillful. I mean, like, it's amazing watching some of these. I mean, it's so good. These kids are so, like, the fourth line are just flying by people too. To a point where I go, they're just too good. It's almost boring. It really
They're
is.
so good.
They are so, the skill level is through the roof, and there's no, it's a different game. It's a total different game from when I was around. I mean, when you first started and everything, and it's just now these kids are so good, like the talent level, and it's so hard to go, well, he's better than him, really. I mean, you have your exceptions, Connor McDavid, you have Celebrini. These kids are just phenomenal, but the bottom half, you could just put them in a bucket and just roll them out, and they can go anywhere because they're all so good. The bottom line, I think, is they have to understand their roles. And a lot of times those kids never had to be a checking line center or a fourth liner. And they're like, well, wait, I scored 50 goals in juniors. Well, we're not asking you to go score 50 goals in juniors. We want you to, this is your role.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they can't understand that, and they don't accept it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're so damn good.
But
They go,
they're just it's just much. I mean, the difference is so minuscule, and the game is so fast nowadays. Everyone is so skilled.
and you guys are skills.
The margin for error is so small. I mean, just
Well, what Pat talked about was grit, trying to find grit. Like, the skills are coming off the conveyor belt of AAA and juniors or whatever. But when you're coaching your kids, whether they're 12, whether they're 8, how do you try to help them with the mental side of the game? Like, what is your way to try to get through to them, to not just, the technique, the crossover, or whatever? How do you try to get them to see
compete.
it?
Yeah.
And to have the toughness, whatever.
Yeah, I think you definitely can teach a lot of that. I think a lot of people inherently are born really competitive and really gritty and really, hard-nosed, and to those that aren't, I think it can be brought out in certain drills and situations where, especially in a corner, in a wall, in a confined area, you have this amount of space. That is going to come out in a player. Like, no one wants to lose. We all play this sport. I think the more you can put players in those situations to, number one, compete and use your body and battle, the game is still a very, very physical game. It's like, it's insane, and it's fast, and there's so much that goes into it.
And the collisions are a lot harder now because they're so much faster, and they're bigger
big
and
hits,
stronger.
Stronger, and the equipment's better. I mean, the goalies are everything. It's just top to bottom. I think you just have to place, understand your players, understand what their needs are, and then create drills like for your team. Not every player is the same. Not every team's the same. Yeah. So it's all dependent on who your kids are, what they need, and how do you bring that out of them, and do they have it, or do they need to be pushed a little bit extra? So
you just said it yourself here that not all teams are the same. So you have Vancouver, you're doing that in Vancouver, and their direction is something different. Now the next year after, you go to Carolina. How did that happen, and what
Yeah.
did you see differently that they were doing that Vancouver wasn't, or they were doing that Carolina didn't do?
Yeah, that one I'm a part of the NHLCA, NHL Coaches Association. They run a really great female mentorship program where we have Zoom meetings and they kind of place people in roles that are needed. And so development camp is a big opportunity for that one for coaches. So I had talked to Carolina the previous year as well, but I'd already committed to Vancouver. So they reached back out the second year, and I went last year, obviously, to Carolina. And I think in general, every team and organization and the vibes are different, not in a bad way. It's just different culture. And whoever the coaches are, that's kind of the culture or the GMs are, that's Absolutely. The culture of the organization. And getting on the ice, I had more teaching time in Carolina.
Okay.
I got to lead the full hour of skating with Coach Rod Brindamore.
I was going to say Rod the Bod.
Yeah.
Is it true? The Bod. I mean, he's jacked up. I know he's jacked up.
He was in the gym every day.
That's what I heard about him.
5 a.m. on the bike. I mean, he is the hardest working human I think I've ever seen.
That's what I've always heard, and I loved him when he was in Philly. When he first came, I'm like, this guy's a beast.
He was so great to work alongside, and very respectful, asking me questions, and it was a great learning experience, and just to have a little bit more leeway with it, and just say, go do your thing, and here's,
cool.
But not that wasn't a thing in Vancouver. It's just this was the parameters I was given, because every camp is run different. Like whatever that team needs, or what their prospects need, or what they're looking for to get out of development camp is different. And then you have main camp, which is a whole nother deal. So both experiences were different, but they were the same.
Yeah.
Once I had done one, I think my nerves kind of calmed down because I had been there before. You understand the schedule, the routine, and you don't feel...
And you feel comfortable.
Yeah, you feel comfortable.
You're comfortable
and both teams made me feel right at home, from the equipment guys, like giving, your own personal space and what do you need. And
that's great.
Hair ties and brushes, like all the girl stuff, like made me feel right at home. And yeah, both I had nothing but great things to say about doing both.
So
camps.
If they win the cup, you get a ring. You get a ring with them, or what?
No.
I don't know. All right. So next year, would you do another team, or are they gonna let you? Like someone's gonna reach out to you, go, hey, you gonna do the Sabres or something?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure. I'm open to any opportunity, and whether it comes to me or not. Like I just here coaching. I don't know.
What's happening now is like there's a female assistant coach now.
Yeah.
So the doors are open right
For
now,
sure.
Allie. So
For sure.
the sky's the limit for you.
Yeah.
So you're already in this, and there's some possibilities that would you ever take a team in a junior team or something like that? Would they say, hey, guess what, Allie, we're going to offer you in Manitoba? What do you think? I mean, that's something to be pretty cool. I mean,
I would love to coach long term and move up in the coaching world, and I'm not quite ready to leave Nashville just yet. I think I'm still...
You're still young.
It's my baby.
You're
like this
young.
is like something I've been working really hard at, and I'm very connected to the community here, and we're building so many great things. And I think when the time is right, it'll be right. Whatever that looks like for me as a coach. I don't force anything. Like opportunities come and arise, and we'll take them as they come. But right now, I'm really focused and dedicated on the teams I have now and what we're building for the next year or so.
And I think you are absolutely a jet setter.
Thank you.
So you are amazing with this, and you are an icon for young girls that come out there.
Thank you.
They watch you and they go, oh my God, I can do this. And that is absolutely outstanding. So don't ever stop that.
Thank you.
And also, too, I guess, I want to throw a little bit at why I'm wearing a Duck jersey here, too. I got to say, why am I wearing a Duck jersey?
It's a great jersey.
It's a great jersey.
Yeah.
Well, Allie over here, she's royalty in the hockey world, too. So she'll say royalty in my book. A couple years ago, I remember you were at the lab, and you were excited that your cousin got drafted second round by the Anaheim Ducks.
Yep.
And your cousin now officially is a Anaheim Duck for 7 years? God bless him. And I got to say a little pet peeve here a little bit. Watched the game last night, and guess who scored the first goal against the New York Rangers last night? Yes, Jackson
Jackson
LaCombe. Short-handed goal, assisted by one of my other favorite hockey players, Jacob Trouba. Still so pissed off about that. Let it go. It's close to another rant, isn't there, Greg? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw that little video you sent about New York sports.
Yeah,
It's tough, man.
it's not doing too
It's not great here in Nashville. But we're doing better since the beer league
since we went there.
bump. That's what I'm calling it. The Preds have been on a bit of a roll here with hat tricks coming out of the.
Say thank you,
the
Sean.
woodwork.
Say thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. I'm still going to play pickleball against you. But, so Allie's cousin is Jackson LaCombe, defenseman for the Anaheim Ducks. And, obviously you said you couldn't be more proud.
Oh.
It's outstanding to see that. It's probably almost mind-blowing. So.
I mean, he's one of the nicest human beings I've ever known in my whole life. He's so humble, so kind, and so well-deserving. Just to see someone, just a good person, to have success like that, I'm so proud and happy for him, and he's earned it. He's had a great career from, minor hockey to USHL to Shattuck to the U of M.
He was at Shattuck, huh?
He was there for a year
Okay.
or two. I believe I had to go back and look. Great career at the University of Minnesota, and now he's flourishing in the NHL, and
He's kicking ass.
he's a great player. He's so smooth.
He is definitely excelled.
So fun to watch. So
Yeah.
really happy. Really happy for him.
Well, I mean, you got yourself a great GM. Was it Patty Verbeek over there? I love Patty. Again, they don't make Patty Verbeeks anymore in the NHL. So, sorry, I'm getting there, guys. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got the junior pred girls, and you're doing that. It's absolutely amazing what you're doing. Your cousin, who was your favorite hockey player growing up?
I can't even. One was Bobby Ryan. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
I really
Okay.
looked up to him, just the way he played and scoring goals, and number 9. And I loved a female player I really enjoyed was Chrissy Wendell. She
Okay.
was a big icon back in the day from Minnesota. But I do love Sidney Crosby. So
Well, all right.
he's probably one of my best favorite players. I think my brother loved Flower, and I love Sid, and we just kind of had that duo growing up, and
So you were a Penguin fan growing up?
I
when you were
was a
younger?
bit. Like, I
Okay.
actually interned for them in college too,
Okay.
because I graduated with a sport management degree. So I did a couple of professional internships in the AHL, the NHL, and the MILB in baseball.
Wow.
So I have that kind of under my belt, just on the PR side of things, and
Okay.
an internship with the Penguins was awesome. Like, it again, like when
Did you
I
meet
talk
Mario?
about, no, I did not. I did
Oh, well.
run, a couple of them.
Sorry. Well,
But just like city to city, just seeing how the pens are run from a, operational side. I had a little internship with the Predators as well, and then stuff
Okay.
in the AHL, the Syracuse Crunch with the Tampa Bay Lightning organization, and Carolina Hurricanes, Vancouver Canucks. So it's been interesting, my path, just kind of seeing how you ask what's the differences, and every organization is run a little bit different. I think it's just the personality and the vibe of the city too, and
Well, it's cool that you said even with the Preds, because I remember watching a game. It was the Preds versus Minnesota. And, in between periods, all of a sudden I look up, I see Allie LaCombe on TV in between periods.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
exactly.
with Chris Mason and Lindsay Raleigh and Hal, that was when I was playing for Connecticut and coaching for the junior Preds, and the Wild and the Preds were playing in Minnesota. So we did this. I flew with the team.
Yeah, I
I
remember
went in
that.
the jet with the team and kind of did a showcase highlight of the connection between Nashville and Minnesota girls hockey, and I went on air and on TV
remember
and
that. Yeah,
broadcast.
that was cool.
on
That
Fox.
was
That
really
was
cool.
awesome.
My
I
son-
forgot about that. Yeah.
He's like, Dad, Coach, on TV.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was a great experience, and I remember just the camera being there, and
Did you tape it at least? Did you watch it?
I don't remember. I probably
your
have it
parents
somewhere.
did.
Yeah, I
Your
have
parents
Instagram photos of it, but that was, my first, real media experience, and of course,
You nervous?
yeah, a little bit, but because you're just talking to a camera. And then getting the text afterwards, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I cannot watch that back." Like, it's hard. I don't like watching myself.
I don't like
back.
watching
Yeah.
myself. I don't like hearing myself.
Same.
You know,
I don't
I'm
either.
like, "Did you hear that episode?
Yeah.
Nope, didn't hear it yet. I just sound
I won't
doofy.
watch this for 3 months, probably.
Well, who do you like as far as hockey influencers now. There's people on TikTok. There's people on YouTube. Is there anybody that you think is particularly fun to follow?
Beer League.
Other than us, Beer League Live
Beer
on
League
TikTok,
Live,
right?
TikTok, and on Spotify, Beer League.
Yeah, make sure you're following us. They said we're actually in the top 15 of video podcasts on Spotify.
Wow.
I thought it was like an error.
98%
Oh my
of
gosh.
yeah, it's crazy.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. It's getting big.
That's
I'm like, what
I
are we
thought there
doing?
was an error.
What are we
That's
doing?
awesome.
But is there anybody that you like to follow that makes good content?
Yeah, one of my buddies is Pavel Barber.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff with us and with Wish Cup, with that Colby Collier puts on. I
Yeah,
think
Colby
Wish
was just
Cup-
texting us.
Oh, was
he?
He's confirming for tomorrow.
Okay, so he'll be
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's awesome.
Did you tell him you were on this show?
I did tell him I was
Okay.
going. Yeah, I think the Wish Cup is something that's super dear to our hearts. I've been a part of it with Colby since year 1. I think it's year 5.
Don't take away his thunder.
I won't.
All right.
I won't. Barber has, and Swaggy P. I mean, those two, their hands are ridiculous. They're
Yeah. Oh.
so insanely and so funny and fun. And so I think, and then actually the female player I trained, her name's Lexi, and she's
Okay.
on TikTok and socials, and I love her because she's just unapologetically herself, just talented, funny, smart, pretty, and shows her workouts, and I consider her an influencer, but I just love training her too.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about John Chavo?
Oh, and Shavo,
Yeah,
for
don't
sure.
forget-
Love
don't forget
Shavo.
Shavo.
I did a camp with him
Did you?
in Minnesota earlier this spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little connection with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this.
No.
He's from Long Island. He's
Oh,
from
yep.
Patrick Medford.
Yeah.
The same school he went to in high school, my buddy Paulie, that was on the show, he coaches Patrick Medford High School.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he would do some camps with him when
Yeah.
they come on out there. And his John's one of his best friends. His name is Rob. Rob, Wednesday nights, I'll see you at Kavanaugh's. Well, you'll have that steak dinner, dude. Every Wednesday night, if I ever go up to New York, he's at
Yeah.
Kavanaugh's. I always see him.
That's awesome.
Kavanaugh's is great. My favorite watering hole. And Rob, great guy too. He still plays all the time. So we always talk about that. But yeah,
It's cool.
What about some of these other ones? I know there's a Nasha guy, right? There's a Nasha guy. There's these other guys with the old Jaffa helmets
Yeah.
and the long hair and everything.
I thought I saw somebody named Katie Cummings. She's up at.
She played for me.
Oh,
Did she really?
Yeah.
She's
she
in
played
Michigan.
for Callie and I
Really?
for all
She's
5
got
years.
some cool stuff up there.
Yeah,
in Michigan.
Katie's great. She's so funny because I was just on a podcast, online hockey training with Lance Pitlick. He grew up playing for the North Stars in Minnesota, and he had Katie on, and they mentioned my name, and he was like, "Oh, I grew up with her mom. We got to get Allie on." I was like, "How did you?" The connections in the hockey world are so small, and yeah, I coached Katie for 5 years.
That's so cool.
So we got onto Michigan. So
Nice.
yeah,
Cool.
I'm so busy with work and hockey and being on the ice that I'm
and
not
being on podcasts
socials.
too. That's why she's coming out on a
Well,
podcast.
you've got some cool videos that you do too
Do I?
on
she did.
TikTok and.
Oh, she was
Instagram.
doing one and I'm just a girl and boom,
Yeah,
doing something. You got it on there.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
not-
how can people follow you?
I mainly on Instagram is just Coach Allie Hockey or Coach Allie LaCombe. I got to look it up, Coach Allie Hockey. I have a personal one. I have a hockey one. Coach Allie LaCombe, I believe it is, where I post most of my coaching content. I don't film a whole lot. I don't bring my phone on the ice with me. Like I'm really just focused on the drills that I'm doing and the kids, and need to get better at promoting some stuff. But yeah,
But I tell you what, I mean, these guys,
Yeah.
these promoters, they're incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
I know. Colby's got that camera on his head and he's skating around. I get dizzy when I watch it. I hate that first person thing. I like that video game Doom. You know, it's
Yeah.
always running around like this and like
Doom.
That,
Wow.
it's old.
That's a deep cut there, man.
And even that other, not the roadblocks. What does all these kids play? What the hell game is that?
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft.
No, well that too. I get dizzy.
Roblox?
Roblox,
Fortnite.
and Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, it's going too much. I can't look at this. I get sick all the time. I'm like motion sickness. I don't know. I'm not good with that. So, well, Allie, we also. I want to say thank you with this, you know, what your experience is. And like I said, you are absolutely a jet setter with this. And I seeing you since you came out of college, and we've been here for 15 years, and Dee's been playing hockey almost 10 years now. Is it 10 years? No, no, they'd be 2 years old. No, like
Seven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 7. Yeah,
Six,
6,
seven.
7. 6, 7.
Don't do it.
I
Don't do
did
it.
it. I
I'm gonna do
did
8,
it.
9. Oh my gosh, the kids in that 6, 7.
I think it's dying. I think
I
it's.
I don't
hope
know.
it's
I
dying,
don't
but I'm the moron that just kept feeding it. Let's go, 6, 7. No, I'm not doing
Crazy man yelling at 6, 7
I
at the
did it.
sky.
Well, we always I'm so happy and proud to see you grow and just to see everything that you have accomplished.
Thank you.
Over the years, and
Thank you,
I'm so
Seth.
proud of you.
Thank
so
you. I appreciate that.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And watching the organizations that you have and to see the kids succeeding and the girls program and some of the girls that I know that my sons play with and the parents I know, and they're just happy, so happy for what they've done. And they're such really good hockey players. Like, there's some really, really good ones coming out. And I'm excited to see that 85% to go up to 90% or
Yeah,
to
me too.
100%. That's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, the future is really bright for girls hockey in Nashville.
And
so.
I do follow a lot of times. I see on your
Yeah.
your page. I'm like, oh, they won. All right, cool. All right. And some of the kids.
I try to update on Facebook sometimes and Instagram. Yeah, give the kids accolades. and
Absolutely.
they put in so much work and
you
commitment. And
so do you.
Yeah.
So
we all, yeah.
you do too.
Thank you.
But we have this segment on this thing. It's called "Get Off My Lawn" segment.
Okay.
So these are questions to you that it's just quick ones that may be a little controversial, may not be a little controversial, but it's basically which one you want to hang out with on your lawn, and the other one you get the hell off my lawn. Like
Okay.
you have a beer, you have coffee, you have a fridge cig.
Fridge cig?
right there. That's a little Diet Coke.
I saw that text. I was like, "What is a fridge cig?" I don't think I
crispy
have
Diet
any
Coke.
fridge.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, my family loves those
Yeah.
fridge cigs. There's some chain smokers, man. It's not good for you even to have half a dozen of those."
That's crazy. No, because you need the fridge.
Now
cig.
these are all Seth's
These-
choice.
So
These
I
are
say,
mine.
get off my lawn, or
So you want
let's have a beer.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You go this one. Let's get them off my lawn, but the
Okay.
other one I want to have a beer with. So
Okay.
And some of them are like, I don't like either of them. Which one's worse? And
Yeah.
some of them are like,
I really
well,
love
that's
them
a,
both.
That's a tough question,
real
but
tough
you got to
one.
answer.
You
All right.
gotta
So
answer.
the
Okay.
first one here is
Nick Letty from the
Okay.
school and
Or-
Corey Mindelsat. You know
Casey
that?
Middlestat?
Casey Middlesat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know Nick personally. We grew up around the same class and trained together. So I'll have a beer with Nick.
You have a beer with Nick, so you
Yeah.
don't know Casey, huh?
Not personally. I'm pretty sure he played against my brother a little bit. I think
Okay.
he was younger than I.
He
but
is younger. He
yeah,
is
I know
younger.
the
Nick
Letty family pretty
He
well.
was a great defenseman.
Yeah,
I liked
yeah.
him. He got drafted by
Yep.
Chicago, and then he went to the
keep
Icelanders.
running into these personal connections.
Yeah,
See, that's
Minnesota's a small.
That's why I do my research, guy.
Okay,
I'm
Well,
a
but
researcher.
It's not good content when it's just I know that person.
Well,
I
you
went
know
to
what?
school
Then
with
you
them,
got to
they're
go.
my
Yeah,
best
like,
friend,
hey,
right?
I did have a beer with him.
Make
You
him
could have.
think.
She could have said, yes, I did have coffee with him.
Make them think. The next one
I
is
cheated on a test with it. Looked over his shoulder. That's it.
Amanda Kessel or
Haley Wickenheiser.
Ellie
thank you.
Wickenheiser.
Awesome. Gosh, you can't go wrong. I would not kick either of those off my lawn.
See, that's.
I would have them both on my lawn.
But you have to get one. I'm
I
gonna
think-
say which one I know what you're gonna lean to.
Yeah, well, Haley, I think, is an OG of hockey in general. Haley, you can't be. Yeah, she's kind of like the godfather of hockey, and Amanda's amazing, and like has set the bar so high for women's hockey. So you can't go wrong.
You can't.
But I would love to have a sit down with Haley.
All right.
For sure.
Well, now let me ask you something. This one I didn't know. Was her father or uncle or cousin, what do you call it, Doug Wickenheiser? Played for the Blues. He
I
also
probably
played for the
should
New
know
York
this. I don't
Rangers.
know.
Well, because the reason why I had to do that because we had Robbie. You're out there, dude. You know this. We all had a Doug Wickenheiser jersey, New York Ranger Doug Wickenheiser, and it got passed on to all of our buddies. We don't know how it ended up in our bags, and some jerk on our group washed it, and it started running. It was a professional. I mean, it was the real New York Ranger jersey, Doug Wickenheiser. He played for the Rangers like three games or something. And it turned blue.
Oh.
It was white, but it turned blue. For some weird reason, Robbie, I think it was you because you really couldn't do laundry. That was your fault, Robbie.
jeez. All right. Well, that's a personal
Wickenheiser.
shot you
So,
took there,
I
Robbie.
did too.
This is Barbara Williams or Jackie
Munzel. This is tough on
Jackie,
it.
that's not tough. The Jackie I work with every day.
Well, but the thing is, see, no, I'm going to
I
stop
trusted you with
Okay.
this.
Watch this.
Wait,
No,
wait.
I'm
I
gonna
know
stop
what you're
it.
saying.
You work with her every day. You've
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
Barbara Williams is the goddess.
Yeah.
She is the one that really started a lot. She was the one that did the 1980 Islanders. She was that girl. She basically opened the door
for women and teaching and skating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you already hung out with Jackie. You know Jackie. You're like this with Jackie.
Yeah.
But guess what? You know, Jackie, I already had a coffee or beer with you. I want to go hang out with Barbara Williams and pick her
stuff.
brain.
Yeah,
See, I said you got it.
Let me give you a funny Jackie story.
Okay.
Because Jackie is one of the most incredible people I've ever met.
Absolutely.
And so good at what she does, and she'll laugh because it happened just this week. And I probably should not admit this, but like I thought I was a pretty good skater. Like I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I met Jackie.
Yeah.
Your stride is horrible. Horrible. We got to fix this. And it has taken me 4 years. 4 years of working with her. Me, personally. And I finally got it like 2 weeks ago. Then something clicked and she had tears. I had tears and I was like, is that it? She's like, finally.
So you still got go ahead. Let's get you back to the
4 years. I'm like, am I there yet? I'm like, Jackie, I'm working. You know, I'm listening. I do the drills with the kids because I just love learning from her. It's so good. Cracks me up. I'm like, really? I played D1. I played pro. I think I'm a good skater. Oh, we got to work on this. And sure enough, I got it. And I'm like, now I'm itching for more. I'm like, what's next? Like, how can I improve? That's a tough one. I pick Jackie.
Yeah. Well, you know, again,
but I do understand the question.
But I wasn't going to, I'm not going to manipulate the question
no.
and the answers. I am just telling you that's why.
There's always so much to learn.
Exactly.
From every, like,
right. Well, this one you've got to make a full decision. It's Penn State or Colgate.
Ooh.
Which one's getting off your lawn?
Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah, we played them a lot. We played Colgate a lot too, but I think we always just had that rival with Penn State. That was a little deeper than the Colgate one.
Colgate was more of your region.
Yeah.
And that's what you're like, we'll play them a lot because you don't have to travel a lot, but the hatred is
and
Penn
Nittany
State.
Lions, and their rink was just packed, and the fans. It was great rivalry, but
I did have my Penn State hat too. I was gonna message
you. If you would have worn that, I would have kept this up the whole time. Yeah.
I had that hat, and I also had a Christmas hat. I was going to go Christmas hat, I said, but I'm sticking with the Canadian hat today, so we'll go with that, though.
Yeah, you're so respectful these days.
Thank you, buddy.
I appreciate it. But
so now we have another segment. This is my segment. This is my rant. It was hard for me to get a rant today, but it wasn't because my brother Mike, we talked about this because I had a rant, and I told my wife, and we forgot it. I said, all right, about 10 minutes before coming here, and I go, Mike, what do we usually talk about? He mentioned it. He goes, that's right. I said, that's right. That pisses me off. All right, here we go. Now, you ever go to a restaurant, not even a restaurant, but like a quick service place, and you go ahead and you pay. Like, let's just say you go to Bridgestone Arena. Go to Bridgestone Arena, and you're paying. You're like, okay, I want a hot dog and a soda. Beep. And the person in front of you always says, you got to answer the question. Like, I'm supposed to tip this person? Why? And then they look like a moron. I'm like, well, should I put 0? And they're going to go, oh, this guy's a cheap bastard. He didn't give me nothing. But then I'm always like, no, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. It's pressure on you. It really is. It's pressure on you because if you don't tip, you're like, okay. Then I go to the next store.
Are they going to spit on your hot dog if you don't tip?
Them,
right?
But it bothers you. It freaks you out because you have to answer the question.
You ever do this? Yeah. Oh,
no.
Which one are they? Oh, you don't know what I'm pushing, right?
I tell them, no, I'm not tipping you for giving me a damn hot dog.
Here's the answer.
There it is. Maybe a beer. I'll always give $1.
You got to tip them for a beer.
A beer. I always, but $1.
I've gone to $2.
Well, you know what? You're better than me.
Or maybe $1.50.
Because it is like $20. Even when you go downtown Nashville, they don't take card. I don't take cash anymore. Everything's a card. You're like, damn it, man. I'm going to Bow Boys, those Steam Boys, and I'm getting dumplings, and I got to tip this guy? No, screw that. I'm not tipping him. Just give me the damn dumplings. Anyway, all right, sorry.
I think you're right.
Right? Thank you. See?
Yeah. Some of these rants I can't get behind, but I think you're spot on.
Thank you.
Now it's up to 25, 30%.
And that's what they do, these sons of bitches. Excuse
Crazy.
my French. They go, 25, 22, and 20. No, where's the 10%? No, other. Yeah, keep it going. Other. I'm hitting the other. I want to really screw it and go 001. Take that penny.
That's wrong.
We're getting rid of pennies here
Not
soon.
at Christmas. You wouldn't do it at
All right,
Christmas.
005. I'm giving him a nickel then. How about that for giving me a damn dumpling?
Oh, my God. All right. Well, hey, it's better than the fajita one.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's another fajita. That's a selfish meal.
Well, you got to be grateful this time of year.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
You had Thanksgiving. Now you got to
Yeah,
be giving your
Christmas.
gifts. It's
Yeah.
better to give than receive, even if it's a tip.
Yeah.
And so you
Greg.
got to just
Greg,
and take a little break from hockey for a minute, maybe a weekend.
Yeah.
And then we'll get some shooting classes or some power skating. Who do you like for private lessons now, by the way? Who do you recommend for
Allie
people?
LaCombe.
Are you still
Allie
doing lessons?
LaCombe, man.
I didn't know if you were still
Greg,
doing lessons.
Allie LaCombe is
All
right
right.
here.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, during season it's tough. I'm on the ice 7 days a week, so I don't have a lot of free time to do private lessons. I always recommend Coach Jackie for skating. I think she's unbelievable. She does small group training. And our staff doesn't do a ton of private stuff in the season, but summer and spring is where I open up to group training and private training as well. So
Right before tryouts.
yeah, I think I love Coach Pat Murray.
Oh, he's good,
always
but he's
great.
like, I don't do it anymore.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard.
Pat
to,
will do
yeah.
it. If you go pretty please, Pat.
All right, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's always good groups of people, or it's hard to find who's doing it, but when
Yeah.
you can, it's
I think you also too. You feel like embarrassed. You're like, can you coach my kid? No, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's just a time constraint.
Well,
Well,
that's what
time
it
if
is.
it's not. Yeah.
That's the toughest thing.
But
I know.
spring and summer is like perfect time to sharpen up skills and work on that stuff. So
Well, I get that too a little bit with catching. I do catching camps still with the kids, and it's a lot of times like, hey, you want to do something next week? I'm like, I can't. I'm going away this week, or I have this, and then my wife's like, you're gonna do a what? A 2.5 hour catching camp? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. Why not?
But you don't even charge,
I
right?
don't
You do it out of
charge.
the goodness of your heart and
Yeah,
the love
well-
of the game.
Well, because I like it.
Yeah, well, they don't make them like you anymore.
No,
Back
but
in the 50s.
honestly, I wouldn't. I'd charge if I'm her. Absolutely.
Well,
you know?
yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not good. Well, Allie, I want to
Yeah.
say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding time, and thank you so much. You are one of the major wanted to be on the show. I always
Thank
said
you.
I wanted you to be on the show more than anything
Thank you.
because of who you are and what you stand for and what you've done. You are the jet setter. You are outstanding. Everything you've done over the years, and I want to say thank you for letting me be there with you guys, and thank you for that phone call that you said, hey D, come on down. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for letting me meet my friends here.
Yeah.
I mean, we still talked all day with some of the guys that were on the lab for years.
Yeah.
So whether you think it or whether you know it or not, you were a big influence on my life with my friendship here in Nashville. So again, I can't.
Thank you.
Hats off to you.
it means a lot to me.
you.
Thank you. Thank you guys thank you, Greg. Thank you for having me.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's working.
Yeah, it is. So
Appreciate it.
again, guys, listen, appreciate everything here. If you get a chance, follow us on Spotify at Beer League. We also do it. We follow us on TikTok, the TikTok, as you say, right, Greg? The TikTok.
I don't say that.
I do.
Okay.
You say the TikTok. You've said it a couple of times.
No.
Beer League
Beer
Live,
League Live
at the TikTok.
at gmail.com too if you want to rant or if you want to rant at Seth.
Yeah, give me a
or if you
rant,
have a
so
comment.
yell at
Or
me.
that'd be a good. Maybe we'll take requests
Yeah,
for rants.
Yeah, I could do that. Or you can just
send
yell
us
at me and say,
something.
wear a different hat or something.
Yeah,
Wear a
I
different
don't know,
jersey. Do you have
Canada
this
hat.
jersey or something? Well, again, thank you guys very much. And listen, appreciate everything. Do we have any songs? Do we have a Matt McAtee song on here
yeah,
for
let's
close
play a
this
Matt
out?
closing
Copyright
song.
issues.
No,
Now we're
he's
on
all
YouTube.
right. He said
Yeah.
you can use it. And if he says
Sometimes I
anything,
play closing time at the rink when I
Do
want
you really?
people to get
oh,
moving,
closing
to leave.
time.
Closing
Time. That's what I used to do when I used to bartend for years. Like, get out, going home. Well, again, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Beer League Live. Here we go. There's the music. That's the music we're looking for.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care. Peace.